Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today and welcome to today's webinars from our Standards Activity Board series and today's presentations from the IEEE Computer Society Blockchain and Distributed Data Standard Committee. My name is Edward Au, and I am the Vice President of Standard Activities of the IEEE Computer Society. Before we get started, I would like to address some housekeeping items. This webinar is being recorded. You can ask any questions in the Q&A box you see on your screen. The speaker will answer as many questions as possible after the end of his presentation. When submitting a question, please reference the slide. A copy of the slides and the recorded webinar will be emailed to you in the next few days. Circling back to today's presentation, Web 3.0 is the next generation internet ecosystem based on blockchain technology. It will guide the formation of a new digital space economic system and provide many different exciting development opportunities for many industries. In this webinar, we will hear from our speaker, Dr. Ming Li, on Web 3.0 development trends, connotation and extensions, technical architecture, as well as surface model. But before we give the floor to Ming, I would like to formally introduce him. Dr. Ming Li is currently working for the Hong Kong Polytechnic University as a researcher in AIoT Institute. He established the Hong Kong Web 3.0 Standardization Association in Hong Kong. He is a well-known expert for blockchain, metaverse, and Web 3.0, and he has extensive experience in standardization. Dr. Li is currently the chair of the IEEE Computer Society Blockchain and Distributed Data Standard Committee, and he also leads a standard project related to metaverse, which is P3422, IEEE recommended practice for metaverse ecosystem reference models. As the last friendly reminder, please look that as per the IEEE Standard Association Standard Board Operation Manual at webinars here, any individual presenting information on IEEE standards shall make it clear that their views should be considered as their personal views rather than the formal position, explanation, or interpretation of the IEEE. Now I will give the floor to Dr. Li to start the presentation. Thank you so much, Dr. Li, for coming and for sharing with us this exciting project. So you now have the floor to share with our audience about this exciting information. Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Li.
you. Thank you, Edward. Share my screen.
Yes, we can see your presentation. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's go. So, good morning, good evening. It's my great pleasure to present some thought about Web3 standardization. So, today I will introduce three topics. First one is our understanding about Web3, and the second is what we are doing, what we are think about the standardization for Web3, and then I will introduce Web3 Standardization Association and actually Blockchain and Distributed Ledger Standard Committee. We did a lot of work based on directed by these two associations. Okay, as I know, the Web3 is coming. A lot of people now join this industry. However, most of people just know the price of the Bitcoin. They don't care about the infrastructure, for example, the blockchain. So that's why we need to research on Web3 industry, including the infrastructure and the application. And here you can see a lot of famous projects in Web3, Ethereum, and ICP, IPFS, Cosmos, a lot of famous projects related with cryptocurrency in last few years, and they are provided the cryptocurrency service. And then I think Web3 is not only cryptocurrency related. For example, the Roblox. Roblox is a game provider, game company, and they provide the service to make the user can use their tools to build a new small game supported by the platform, and then the user can earn the cryptocurrency. So it's a GameFi model. However, I believe that Web3 can be used in most of the industry, not only the token exchange. So we need to care about the Roblox, the new innovation about Roblox Decentraland and Sandbox. They are all new innovation in Web3 industry, and they have the special business model and plus the tokenomic model, and then they built a new application scenario, and all the participants can earn money and can participate to the ecosystem. That is the Web3 we believe. And a lot of experts talk about Web3. However, we don't most of them don't know should provide we take some discipline and principles from other experts statement, and the first one is the Web3 should have the decentralized collaboration. It is different with the normal way like we build the Web2 ecosystem. Web2 ecosystem must have a central platform to provide some service like Uber, like Facebook. The central platform can provide service at the same and earn the money, make money at the same time. However, in Web3, we are uh, emphasizing that we need decentralized collaboration that's supported by P2P technology, and people can transfer money with the lower fee in the payment, for example. The second principle is value circulation. In Web2 ecosystem, there's mostly depending on the message collaboration. When we book a dinner online, actually we send the message, and then we pay the money. Of course, we can pay the money online. However, they build the application supported by the message integration. And in Web3 industry, we must have the value circulation because we are building a digital world. We will move all of the activity, the physical activity into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, we need to transfer money or value to the other participant. And then we have to update our internet to Web3. The third principle is benefit sharing. In Web2, the platform make money and the customer will spend money for their service. However, in Web3, we emphasize that all the participants all the participants can get money from the ecosystem. For example, in Web2, we post a video on the social media, and the social media platform earn money. But however, not the content content provider can just get small money, and most of the money take by the platform. However, in Web3 ecosystem, all the participants can share money by the smart contract, so they can join the network to get the fair benefit sharing. The last one is data and privacy protection. You know, every day, I always get the phone call. We call it in China garbage call. I believe that there should be the same situation in all over the world, because we lost our data and privacy. No, a lot of uh, a lot of people will take our data to provide some service without our permission. So in Web3, we we need build protection for our data and privacy to, and then we can and then we need to update the internet, use some specific technology, for example, the JK zero knowledge proof. So the four principles for Web3 is very important. If one platform or one project with a product in Web3 need to contain all those principles, and then they can name that as the Web3 project. And from the bigger scenario, we think about digital native economy. A lot of people believe that Web3 just supported by blockchain, but from my perspective, I believe that AI and blockchain should be meet in the future, even they have no relationship right now. For, because I believe that AI generate content will build a new digital native world and build a lot of digital content and digital service in the digital world. However, we need a blockchain to provide the tokenomic to suppose that the digital content or digital element can provide the service with the business model, meaning that they need to have the digital content need to earn money for the service provider, and in the digital native space need the production relations to build the relationship between different participants and the different business model. They need to transfer the value to each digital content built, and then AI provide the productive force and blockchain provide the production relationship, so we can build a digital native ecosystem in the future to support the application in finance, entertainment, and education, and social network, and so on. And from the technical perspective, we believe that blockchain, AI, big data is not just a single technology. They should be integrated in the future to provide the infrastructure for Web3, because they are data focused. For example, IoT collect data, big data analyze data, and AI utilize data. And blockchain provide the provide the mechanism to uh, build the circulation for value, and cloud computing provide the uh, computing and storage resources, and then they can suppose to the system platform and operation system, and then supports to data assets, carbon assets, and digital assets. Those three assets is what I believe that is the main value assets in the Web3 industry. And it can also say that those three assets is the most useful assets in the digital space in the future. So we are working on the digital assets and carbon assets and these assets. We are building standard and we are building the we are developing the standard. We are building the platform to support the circulation of those three assets and to support the new innovation in the future and supported by the blockchain and the other technology. So we can form a new picture from the technical side to the application side. We'll always talk about digital economy in China, even in all over the world. However, we need to divide the digital economy into digital industrialization and digital industrial digital digitation, digitization, and the digital industrialization supported by the IT service and IT service supported by IT integration. And from the right side, we can see that metaverse is the new is a new scenario to provide the service in the digital natives in the digital space. So a lot of a lot of application in the digital space can have a container to provide service in the digital space, and when the customer connects to the digital space, it can pay the money in it according to the service provided by the metaverse, and it will support in industrial digitization. So metaverse will pull the this the IT consumption and the IT integration including blockchain and AI will push IT service, and then the digital economy like a car can run faster. And a lot of people say that blockchain cannot earn money. It is just technology, except the token. However, I believe if we build a metaverse and provide a lot of digital native service for the digital consumption, and then it will bring the value to the infrastructure like blockchain and AI. So we cannot sell the blockchain directly. We can build a new digital world based on the blockchain and the other new generation technology, and then get the value and get the money from the new application in the metaverse. That is, we think that the relationship between metaverse and the AI and the blockchain and the other new generation technology. In China, we always talk about Web 3.0, and in the other area of the world, they are talking about Web 3. So we analyze what's the difference between Web 3 and Web 3.0. So from the Web 3 perspective, we believe that it's supported by blockchain technology and and it will provide the FT, fungible token and non-fungible token as the asset. And the DeFi can provide the financial service according to the FT and the NFT assets, and builds the collaboration, use the DAO mechanism. So that is the most important for domain for Web3. If we talk about Web 3.0, we can enlarge of the circle. From the technology domain, we can enlarge blockchain to the other new generation technology like AI, cloud computing, big data. And from asset domain, we can extend the FT, NFT to all the digital asset. And from DeFi finance domain, we can extend the DeFi to digital native finance. And not too much, not too much people know what is digital native finance. I can give you the example. For example, if I have a avatar, it's very famous. It can earn a lot of money for me. It's a digital native asset. However, somebody will steal the avatar from me, so I need insurance. So the insurance in the digital space for a digital asset, that is a digital native finance service. So a lot of banking uh, uh, company will provide the digital native service in the future, I believe. And in Hong Kong, a lot of finance company has grown in this area. And for the ecosystem demand, we can extend the DAO to metaverse because DAO is just interactive supported by P2P system. However, the metaverse can provide the immersive experience for the user, so the user can join the digital space with the very friendly and friendly interface, and they can take more time in it, and then to to pull the economy for the digital space. That is the difference between Web3 and Web 3.0. Okay, we analyze Web3 according to the ontology methodology. That is the normal way for our standardization research. So for ontology mechanism, methodology, we can use for perspective. For the first one, we can find the key components of Web3. And after analysis that we can find that Web3 need 4-layer components. The first layer is technology like blockchain and AI, and the second layer is content system. The Web3 must have the digital content inside, and to provide the immersive experience like avatar walking in a digital garden, and then the user can bring the user should will be interested in this kind of application. And then the third layer is the economy system. Without the economy system, it is just a social media like or online shopping like right now. The system is just like the online shopping. A lot of people think that we can shopping online. We transfer money to the platform. However, the economy system for Web3 is the special one with the Web2 because they need a life cycle circulate, but not just a payment. The fourth layer is collaboration system. The collaboration system for Web3 is DAO. And the last one is governing system. So Web3 should be should be regulated by the government and even cryptocurrency, even Bitcoin and Ethereum. So right now, a lot of government, a lot of government focus on the regulation of the or focus on the regulation of cryptocurrency, and they will propose some policy to support the development of Web3. And the second element is key factor. We need to find the Web3 key factor. The, from our perspective, we believe that the identity is the very important factor for Web3 because we are we have our ID in the physical world. However, we need to have our digital identity in the digital world and build the connection between digital world and the physical world. That is very important. Otherwise, a lot of bad things will happen in the digital world. And the identity is the personal ID, and the person should be organized in some organization. So the collaboration of the dif different individual will build a new organization. They will create a new collaboration mechanism in Web3 industry. And the people with identity will have the money in their pocket, not pocket, in their digital wallet. And the activity of the person in the digital world will produce a lot of data. So data, identity, assets, and organization are the key factors for Web3. And if we, the third element is engineering method. We need to know how to build a Web3 platform. For example, we have Web2 IT infrastructure, and we have blockchain. We have NFT supported by blockchain, and we can build connection between each other by DAO mechanism. That is a normal platform for normal application and the platform for Web3 engineering way to build the Web3 system. And the last one is the consensus. We need a standard to build consensus to for the government and application and industry and technology. So if we analyze Web3 from the four perspective, we can know the key elements, key factors, engineering method, and the consensus way, and then we can know the detail of the Web3. That is the way to open a black box to know what's inside in Web3. Otherwise, nobody knows what Web3 is. And we developed the Web3 technical structure, maybe last year, maybe 2023 in our white paper. So for Web3 technical structure, we divided into four layer no, five layer, including layer zero. Layer zero is just the infrastructure, including distributed network, distributed computing, storage, and the container virtualization. And for the first layer one is it is the consensus layer, including consensus smart contract and digital signature and so on. So layer two is extension layer. The extension layer provides the proof of effectiveness, JK status, and the status channel, and so on. Most important is the layer three, service layer. The service layer should provide the asset service, ledger service, data service, and technical service. And right now, a lot of people focus on asset service. However, we believe that this service and ledger service is most of is also important. And without the other three service, asset service will bring a lot of trouble for the industry. However, the asset service can can pull the industry. That's why a lot of people buy the Bitcoin, and then after maybe 2 or 3 years, the other service will provided by some company. And for the layer four, it's the application layer, the app wallet, and the DEX, SEX, and DAO. And we have interoperability for both of the five layer, including the API, hash lock, and so on. So we develop the technical structure to tell the industry that there should be some technical components inside the platform or system or Web3 system. Otherwise, the customer cannot maybe a bad project, maybe without some key components, the platform cannot provide the service with the higher quality. So let's talk about the trends of Web3. We believe that Web3, the key point, the central point for Web3 is stablecoin, because stablecoin can be a tool to support the circulation for all the other token. For example, if you send money to your wallet, fair money to the wallet, and you need to buy the stable coin first, and buy the Bitcoin, your stable coin. So it is very important for the circulation of the Web3 industry. And from the infrastructure side, DePIN is very hot maybe in last 2 years. A lot of people focus on the decentralized computing, because we have a platform. We need to when we need the platform need use a lot of storage and computing device, even sensor. However, we need a decentralized structure to organize all the other computing and sensor and the other device. So it is very important for decentralized infrastructure, that this kind of application named as DePIN. And RWA is also very popular for this last year, from last year to this year in maybe in Asia, not only in China. RWA, because Bitcoin and Ethereum, a lot of token. before they have no any real assets to support them. However, RWA real world assets can use some for example the gold estate and the stock as the physical asset to support the value of the crypto asset, like some token. So for those years, a lot of financial, for example, the BlackRock or BlackRock issue a lot of products supported by real world assets. And for the right side, we can see the capital. The very important thing is the traditional a lot of traditional financial company or traditional manufacturing or transportation company focus pay more attention to on the Web3. They can take their business, their money, their assets into Web3 industry. So on one hand, the Web3 can help them to to go the digital transformation way. And on the other hand, the traditional company can bring a lot of new resources into Web3 industry. And for the financial, for the upside, finance, a lot of company provide the exchange, OTC custodian, and they should regulated by the government, and they should follow the compliance policy. So those four trends is most important for the maybe uh, uh, those 3 or 5 years. RWA bring a lot of real world assets into Web3 industry, and Deepin bring the new infrastructure for the Web3 industry, and the traditional company bring the new business model to the Web3 company, Web3 industry, and also the regulation compliance will very important in for Web3 industry. So we know a lot of benefits from for Web3, and we believe that there are a lot of challenge at the same time. So on the right side, on the left side, there are so many great great projects in Web3, including I think maybe ChatGPT is also should be included into Web3 because they will create digital content for digital space and supported by cryptocurrency maybe in the future. I believe that. And on the right side, we will find a lot of bad things in Web3 industry. The FTX crash and JPEG in Hong Kong, they still maybe 10 billion Hong Kong dollar, and a lot of fake exchange platform. So, but however, I believe a new technique generate innovation should be have a lot of should be have a lot of trouble together with at the beginning. After we know the what is Web3 is, what we should do, and what we should regulate, and then the Web3 industry will provide more benefits for all of the world. Okay, let's talk about the standardization. So As everyone knows, standardization is most important for the development of the industry. From the technology layer, standardization can provide connective and interoperability for the best practice. For the marketing, the standardization can reduce business friction, scale the production, and for the social, it can provide the collaboration rule order, and for the science, it can construct the think of scientific explanation. This is very important. As, from Web 1 to Web 2, we have the theories support uh, for example, the TCP/IP and a lot of infrastructure protocol can support um, Web 2 and Web 1 and Web 2. However, we have no this kind of powerful tools to support Web 3. Maybe we have touched the powerful tools. However, the powerful tools didn't grow up. So we need to research on it to find the kernel methodology or theory to support the development of Web3 industry. And the standardization is very important tool to find the the foundation the basic the basic basic theory. And without standardization, we can see no regulation policy. It will cost for avoiding risk and challenge, like what we have mentioned in the JPEG event. It took 10 billion Hong Kong dollar. And no standardization, we have no service process, no formal service process. It will cost for user to join, and no application model. It will cost for practicing and information. So, lack of standardization will bring confusion and inconsistency to industry. It will reduce the speed of development and increase the risk of cost for Web3 industry. So Web3 standardization is very important. That's why I came to Hong Kong from Beijing to establish Web3, Hong Kong Web3 Standardization Association to develop Web3 standard to support the development of Hong Kong Web3 policy government. Okay, and let's see, we need standardization in Web3 industry to build the consensus, establish industrial consensus, and provide the common concept, reducing the industrial friction, and build the connection between different platform, integrating the different technology. For example, I believe that AI and blockchain must be integrated together in the future. However, there's no better way right now, and not too much expert research on it. However, I think we need to do that. And standardization can also provide the coordination, all the elements for a systemic perspective and build the benchmark for the industry. So Web3 have entered the industry and it is the stage to exploring. So we need the standard to support the development with the higher quality. And we developed a standard methodology for for step. For first step, status analyze. If we develop a Web3 standard, we need firstly to analyze the industry, the best practice, business strategy, technician, and then to build a technical system. a lot of projects just build a platform according to an idea, and then after maybe 1 or 2 years, they will die. So we suggest that we need to analyze everything first, and then and then build the technical system. For the second step is build the reference model. We need to find all the elements in the Web3 industry and organize organize the elements together and divide and classify the elements into pieces, and then we can organize them again, build as a new as a system. So for the third step is system design. So after we got our reference model, we can get structure, layer, and element, and then to form a standard system. And for the fourth step is we can develop our standard with the roadmap from the beginning. Like, and after develop standard, we can provide service like training, demonstration, and evaluation and certification. That is all the standardization methodology for us. And for Web3 industry, I think we need to focus on the application innovation. That is very important in the beginning of Web3 industry. A lot of people say that regulation is very important. We need focus on regulation first. However, give if we know if we don't know much about application, so we cannot provide the correct right correct regulation policy. So that will limit the development of Web3 industry. So we suggest that we need application innovation focus, and then we can build standard to support technology, platform, service operation, governance, and insurance. Finally, we support the regulation and regulation and compliance. That is our thought, but I'm not sure it's correct or not. It can be discussed later. So a lot of people suggest me that we need regulation focused, but I believe I believe that we need application innovation focus. We analyze the Web3 industry from the four perspective: regulation, theory, and technology and application. We found a lot of lack. And after organized, we found that we need to build standard to explain what is Web3 and how to build Web3 application and how to utilize Web3 in and how to evaluate and how to guarantee. So we divide our standardization structure for basic technology, platform, application, and information, third-party operation, and regulation. So here is the whole picture for our standardization framework. According to our analysis in the last several pages. Here we can see in the middle, we have three layers. A is the infrastructure. We need reference architecture and terminology and definition, and classification, ontology, and encoding and identification. Those are the basic standard for the industry. And for the middle, for the upper two is according to the technical structure. from layer 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to develop a standard to support the technical structure, including the 5 layer and the interoperability part. Uh, oh, sorry, what happened? Okay. And also we need from the left side, we can see also we need the service, the standard focus on service. The service including information service and third-party service. Information service should include the reporting, tracking, analysis, rating, and third-party include the auditing, education, tasks, and the other parties. And for the right side, we can see the development and the operation is also very important for Web3 industry. Because we found that there are a lot of projects, they built the system and provide service for the customer. But our several months, maybe the system crashed for maybe security reason, for the resource limited reason, for some a lot of reason, because they have no formal operation method to support them. The operation is very important to support the platform running and provide service for customers stably. So we add the operation part into the standard structure. And for the last one is regulation. We need to provide the standard for the government to to help them build develop the regulation and policy document for the industry. That is our the standardization framework. We would like to develop the framework for all the industry and to tell the people that what kind of standard we need in the industry. And I believe that it can help the industry in different parties to do their work. Also, we provide the technical implementation way for the industry. If we would like to develop a Web3 project, we can do the business analysis and reference model operation, implement and evaluation model, and validation and improvement. We can follow this way to build a Web3 standard. Okay, let's talk about the Web3 standardization association in Hong Kong. We built this association maybe in 2024, in the early of 2024. We would like to build the association to support government and this, serving the industry, build consensus and scenario ecosystem, and pooling resources, and promoting the innovation. Actually, for simply, we just want to build a bridge between the government and the industry, because normally the industry cannot understand the government document, and the document from the government cannot provide the specific requirements for the industry. So standard will be the tool, the most important tool to connect between government and the industry. And we can build the standard according to the government document. And also we can get the requirement from the industry to develop a standard to support the government document. So that is our mission and vision. And in the Web3 Standard Association, we will build a community with a lot of Web3 entity and together and to build the protocol stack, technique, system, solution, and application stack, and collect them into the standard, then provide to the industry again. So for 2023, we published a white paper, Web3. Here is in Chinese, huh? Web3 standardization, Hong Kong Web3 standardization white paper. And it's concluding, how to say, seven parts. We have English version. If you need, we can send it to you, right? If you give us your email address. For 2024, we published one report. The report, research report on development of stable coins, and together with three standard identification and metadata for RWA, and the second is for the DeFi. The last one is for the DPIN. So our idea is to focus on the hot topic for the industry, and RWA DePIN and DeFi is very hot recently. So we developed the standard to support the development of those three topics. The Web3 Standardization Association is the connection between the university and the Standardization Association like ISO, IEEE, W3C, and the entity in Web3 industry, for example, the Bitcoin core team and the Ethereum community, IPFS community, and also we can connect to uh, the manufacturing and finance and education and the other industry to provide the standard to support their transformation from Web 2 to Web 3. And in the future, I think we can build a standardization DAO. We can invite all the experts from all over the world to build a community to develop the standard and support the project and support the ecosystem, the development of the ecosystem. That is a way to develop standard in Web3 industry. So for the last page, I will introduce IEEE BDL. IEEE Blockchain Distributed IEEE Computer Society Blockchain Distributed Ledger Standard Committee established maybe 2019, and right now we have totally maybe 32 projects, 8 published and 26 in progression. We organize maybe more than 80 entity join our work, and we have 12 executive board member and 8 technical member and 2 advisory board member to give us suggestion and help us to build our team, build our standing committee, and provide the policy and provide the suggestion. So I believe that blockchain is the future together with AI and the other new generation technology. I want to invite all the experts in the world to join us, work together to create the future. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ming. Thank you so much for your very informative presentation that talk about not only the history and also the development chains of the Web 3.0, but also the standardization perspective and also the home that is your standard committee for people to join. So I understand time is running out, but we can take one short question. Actually, I also received offline. So from your point of view, Dr. Lee, what is the most important hot topic in Web 3.0 for people to consider for both research and standardization from your point of view?
Okay, so recently the most important topic for in the industry is RWA and the stablecoin. And stablecoin is maybe will develop more fastly, maybe in the 2 or 3 years later. And right now, RWA is very hot in Asia, maybe in the world. Even BlackRock. BlackRock maybe holding maybe 12 billion US US 12 billion bonds in USA. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people, especially for traditional industry, they have gold, maybe they have the estate, stock, mine, mountain, and power charger. They all want to transfer the real world asset to the crypto asset. So we
Mm-hmm.
met a lot of traditional company to seek the help from us to find a way to use their real world assets to get more money from the Web3 uh, methodology, maybe. And uh, also, I think I don't know if you heard anti-finance. Anti-finance issued 4 projects.
Mm-hmm.
The physical assets is in China, and they will build a new business model and get money, issue the token from Hong Kong and get money from Hong Kong and send money back to China. And the company in China get money to 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 enlarge their business and then give the extra money to the Hong Kong investors. That is a very popular model in China. And I think BlackRock, Tether is the issuer for a stablecoin, the biggest issuer. They issue the how to say, they issue the real world assets based on the supported by the uh, bond from
Mm-hmm.
American, from USA. So a lot of financial company and traditional company and even the even the how to say, the entertainment company and the other company are all joined this uh, into this application. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Ming. So it's already overtime, so we need to conclude the talk. But thanks again, Ming, Dr. Lee. Really thanks. I want to express my sincere thanks to you for joining us today and sharing what is going on in the world of this very exciting topic, Web 3.0. So for all the audience here, if you are interested in participating in and contributing to the standard committees, especially for Dr. Lee's groups, the IEEE Computer Society, Blockchain and Distributed Ledger Committee, you can visit computer.org to find the more information on how to participate, and you can get involved as early as today. And to all the audience here, there is a quick programming notes. Our IEEE Computer Society will host another standard webinar later this month. On May 21st, we have invited Mr. Wei-Chi Lee, the chair of the IEEE Computer Society Knowledge Engineering Standard Committee, to share with us the latest standards and projects of his standard committees, as well as the current standardization trends and hot topics in knowledge engineering. Once again, I would like to thank Dr. Lee, our speaker, and also our staff, Scott, for joining us today, and for all of you for attending and for a lively Q&A discussion. Thank you again, and I wish you have a great rest of your day. Thank you, and the webinar is now concluded. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ming. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, and you have a great rest of your life, and good. Thank you so much for always daily